Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Where were we? I believe embodying the delightfully windbreakered Saga Anderson, we had just tried to clear the Bright Falls Main Street area and Watery of its cult stashes. And the last area we have left as Saga, to my knowledge, is back in Cauldron Lake, where we started. Back to the start.
I'll work the next steps out on the case board.
Alright, so we are in the Kalevala Knights garage? Question mark? Yes. And we would need to head back to Main Street Watery to get in the car to go to Cauldron Lake. What's your voice box? Stop scaring me. Out of the corner of my ears. But just in case I was, I don't know, wildly intoxicated on the giggles last time, let's give one more sweep to the map. Everything appears to be a container. And we already know that there is a little something waiting for us in the lighthouse. But we'll have to do more work in Cauldron Lake first, so we will be headed back here. I mean, if we're headed to downtown Watery, we could stop by and say hello to Mayor Setter one more time. I'm not mad at that idea. Oh, hello, hello. Thank you for the subscription. That is so kind. 45 months. That's years of your life that I have effectively mismanaged. It is so nice to see you guys there. Good morning. Hope you're having a good weekend. You as well. What have you guys been up to this weekend? Samba dancing? In the rain? Were you? Tangoing in the nude? Keep that private if you'd like. I don't mean to pry. I do. I do mean to pry. Alright, so the map looks fairly clear. Saul's Lighthouse. Throat. Why did you betray me like that? With those high pitches. So let's go see Mayor Setter. I'm so excited at the prospect, I can't even tell you. We can just go out to the road this way. No need to bring Coffee World into this. That little, Mirror Lake Dimension boss encounter we had robbed us of a good deal of our ammunition. I do hope we're not too heavily embattled out Cauldron Lake way. For that reason, as I'm a little light on the old shotgun hunting rifle prospects. We'll do our best. It's gonna be fine. I love this game. I'm so excited to be back in this world with you all. Alright. I can't run any faster than this. But that's probably for the best, because if we were to burst in and just charge at Mayor Setter with aggressive kneecaps, it might startle the poor politician. And I will not stand for it. It is so incredibly nice to see you all there. Here's to you, and your tiny glass cups filled with coffee that you can hold so daintily in your fingertips. Why, that's my favorite. I love holding things daintily in my fingertips. I'm here. I'm here for good scritches. I love you so much, Mr. Mayor. Please let me be on your campaign. Sorry, I'm blinding you with my pepper spray flashlight. His eyes bespy such a deep-seated wisdom. And I would like to learn. I would like to learn all your secrets, sir. What a pleasure it is. I'm a little bit paranoid. Quick saving every opportunity I get. After the last several sessions of unannounced crashing, which I'm sure is my fault. It's a me problem. Cauldron Lake! Speed us thence, Saga. The bestest boy. The bestest boy I've ever seen run for political office, that's for sure. Welcome back to where it all began. On the shores of an ancient caldera. Somewhat bloated now with Alan Wake's corpse. Alright, please don't attack me too much. I mean, you can attack me a little. You can attack me, say, 4 times, based on the amount of pistol ammo I have. Anything more than that, I will not stand for. Alright. Bolt cutters to get into the rental cabins, and inside there is a cult stash. Probably our first stop. What else do we have? Not much round the witch's ladle, it seems. That's a private cabin. We shouldn't go there. So is there really only one bolt cutter opportunity in Cauldron Lake? I could have sworn I saw a second. But I am imagining things. Cool. Maybe I just need to, like, break into a lower quadrant of the map and then they'll show up. So, the entrance with the bolt cutters wouldn't be here, would it? No, that's a rock wall that you're thinking of. Fair enough. Check beyond the chain link, I suppose. Swoop. I love the lighting down here. The general theme of it all. And that little tree, lonely, stripped of most of its pine needles. I too have been stripped of my pine needles. Now, what were you thinking? Okay, so that's like the sneaky alternate way. Do I have to go all the way to the far gate in order to bolt cut it? I don't think. No, that's the far way I'm thinking of. So follow this path back. You've missed it. Here we go. Do pardon. I'm getting my bearings. Alright. Is there gonna be another, mirror dimension lake creature in here? There's almost certainly gonna be something. Could be big old Oshkosh dude. From Wisconsin, I imagine. I'm so scared. I'm so scared and trembly. Somebody hold me. I consent. Hold me now. Alright, we started cabin number 3. Cozy. Hot damn, I'd love to stay here. Stay here by my lonesome, pull out that... Wanted to call it a night dress. That's not right. Nightstand. There we are. Pull out that nightstand, squish the twins together, have myself a little kingdom by the fireplace. Hell yeah. Apparently we've lost power. That's fine. We'll get Tim Breaker to reset the... What's it called? What is it called? The breaker. That's right. Nothing in cabin number 3. Seems a bit rude of it, but alright. Blood, murder, mystery. T.E. was implied, I believe, in the title. Alright, got a real head-bonking sitch out that way. And what do we have here? Somebody did not brush the leaves off of their staticky pant legs before they came inside.
More of
That's
those
just
kids'
poor
lunch
manners.
boxes.
His hair was longer than I remembered. Goodness, isn't it just Keanu-esque? Hot stuff, blowing gently in the cool night breeze. I put my hand to his cheek, and God, it was warm. It made me stir in my nether... No, what am I to confirm that he was indeed real. And he was. He was real. Feeling his handsome beard, wild but neatly trimmed beneath my fingers, proved it. "You're back," I breathed. "Yes, I'm back." I was not cold any longer, at least in my nethers. The end. I have to wait for the next chapter. Houseworths. Souvenir photographs. I'd love one. Does it have to be tasteful? I'd pay a little extra for you to make it not tasteful at all. Oh, it's a ghost. It's apparently the ghost of my forehead pushing against the lampshades. Sorry I made you do that, Saga. I don't know where that lampshade has been. All of the toilets in this game are so clean. I must be like too overused to wandering in Fallout wastelands. And I expect every toilet in a game I come across to be a nightmare scenario. But in Alan Wake, everyone has good cleanliness in the B room, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. The B room. It's not that hard to guess. What do we have? Day 1. Some weird animal tried to break into our clubhouse. It was scary with 3 exclamation points. Max hit it off a big stick. Hit it off a big stick. And it ran away. I think it was a squirrel before. Implied accent. Day 3. But I can see quite clearly on the sheet that it says day 2. And then day 3. Who am I to believe? Day 3. Our candy stash has gone missing. Maybe it was the squirrel. Day 6. Max found the candy wrappers in the woods. There was some big poops there. It wasn't the squirrel. Max has gone missing. He's gone missing. Sad face. Beware the wicked witch. Rules. Number 1. One person is the wicked witch. Everyone else has to run and hide. When the witch says, "Beware me," everybody has to change places. If you go to someone else's hiding place, you can tag them to kill them. Don't get tagged and killed. If the wicked witch finds you, you are dead with 4 exclamation points? Holy shit. If you find the witch's lair, she is caught, and then you burn the witch. What? In what way do you burn the witch? Be like, your pants are from last season. Oh, sick burn on that witch. Swing sets. Clearly the lair of the squirrel. The squirrel likes to swing. I love the documents in this game so much. It is so nice to see you. Hello, hello. Thank you for the gifted subs. That is incredibly kind of you. Kind and generous, and my God, so handsome. What a handsome thing to do. Alright, what do we got here? Number 1. Excuse me, I need to take a... Never mind. Property seizure notice. Who has done this? Which evil real estate agency is behind this? Malignance. Lovely. Clearly still have power here, as well as a mop bucket. Interesting that they'd hide a mop bucket behind an area you need bolt cutters to achieve. Kind of them.
Another cult stash?
Aha! What's the deal with this one? Over the river, through the woods, to grandmother's house. Alright. I see some numbers. But I'm not seeing like a number 1. And apparently this is as far as I can zoom in. Am I supposed to imply or infer what number 1 is? Looks like window, tornado, castle, bridge, around the mountains, to a tower, to some bones, to a tree. But wait, which one's number 1? I'm so confused. And it needs a key. We'll find the key. At the tree, I guess? The castle says 3, the tree says 2, but the arrows go opposite the sequence of the numbers. So I'm gonna look out the window and see if I can see a tornado, I guess is my first step. Which window? Ah, the window in the shower, clearly. I always like to put on a big show. It didn't work. It didn't come together, and I'd like to apologize to the Organization of International Comedy for my poor attempt. So, which window could they mean? It really seems like only these two are of the correct shape. But I'm not seeing a tornado outside of either of them. We do have some sort of traditional playground items out here, of which this might be considered a tornado? In a strange sense? So if I look out the window to the tornado, I'm going to need to remember this sequence better. There's a castle and then a bridge. We go around some mountains. Really wish you would just let me either zoom in or open the bag and take this with me. Tornado, castle, bridge, past a tower, not through, but past. Then we'll come across some bones and a big eyeball. Alright. Genuinely no clue if this is the tornado in question. But if it is, the next thing we're looking for is a castle of some sort. Which I do not see. And it could be this is not the tornado at all, nor the right area even to begin our quest. Let's finish scouring the houses, then we'll get back on that trail. This is too low. No, I'm not. I'm an adult woman. I'm not going to get down into the dirt for that path. I'll just gently swoop myself under here. I am a strong, confident adult woman. Well, this is much easier to see. Okay, same scheme. Still not seeing a number 1. So I'm not entirely sure what the sequence is. But we'll figure it out. The fact that it's back here also. We'll find the starting point back here. It is quite dark. Alan, could I trouble you to change reality? To make it just a touch easier to see. Sorry about that door. Threshold, kids! Every time I see a TV, I hope. Delightful abstract bowl. That's my jam. Alright. No clues in the bathroom. Can't get over to that cabin now, which was previously blocked. Gazebo is worth checking out. However, did I skip a cabin attached to this one? probably walked right on past number 4. I guess the numbers not seeming to be a sequence properly could just imply cabin numbers. Let's go to Timmy's
Another
house.
one.
He lives in the castle. And I live in the tree. I'm Cynthia. It's a group of fun friends named Timmy and Cynthia. Our hero, courageous and true, stalked by the monster hatching through, the clever crows caw their warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. When the fight is done and over, the hero and the crows reap the rewards left for her. So, crow monster hero. The monster is hatching. Let's assume that. Hero is courageous and true. Identified by a leaf, which I've always found to be quite courageous. The crow caw a warning and keep an eye on the battle forming. The hero shines like the fucking sun.
Ugh.
Ugh. Gross. How could you be so stupid? Sorry. And the hero loves jewelry. Okay. Oh, you're too pleased with yourself, Saga. Dial it back a bit. Like, no, it's okay, Saga. Calm down. I don't necessarily see a trail of ink. I have been attacked. He has a shield. Why? Why would you not remember that he has a shield? Oh, too early. It's all pistol all the time, baby. Whew, sorry, Threshold kids. Alright. At least we managed to save our heavy ammo. But we've done, what, 28 pistol shots in the last 10 seconds? Sorry about your pistol shots. Okay, so assuming since he spawned in there, maybe the charm is in there. Let's read this. Also, let me catch up to the chat, as I have been sadly lacking and I don't have my mouse. Damn it all. You're still watching the Control videos and have been traumatized by the Threshold kids in the best way. Oh, hell yeah. It's one of my favorite things in the world. Oh no. Your kid got into a fight at school. I will... 1 second. I do apologize. I was about to say, I will happily loan my services out to scare the holy crap out of anyone whose fault this was. And I'm so sorry. It is so nice to see you. Good morning, good morning. Welcome to Peter's Fan Fiction channel. Oh, you know it. Alan and his scruffy beard. Just want to get my hands on it. It is so nice to see you there. Okay. Birds. Watching you. Like in that movie. You know the movie, but protective, not attacking. Mythical inspiration, guardian spirits, Norse mythology, or ancient Egyptian? Corvus corax from the family Corvidae. Research symbolism and uses. Interesting that that's collectible. Elements. Stalking monster. Watchful birds. Stakes can't be too high for both risk management and fruitful outcomes. I'm hoping for grapes. Make sure the rhyming is looser this time. I need to test this approach for possibly more ambiguous interpretational results. Oh, FBC. You with your constant testing. I love it. Let me in. Let me into your organization. Saga, certainly. After what she has proven here in the multiple thresholds she has passed. Solo, lacking the information of the Federal Bureau of Control, should be allowed honorary membership, in my opinion. Full, glorious membership. Quick check back here for lunchboxes. No hams, Sammys for me. Moving on. Alright, give me my charm. There you are, you cutie. It's a coffee
Look at that.
cup.
Another charm.
I still haven't used a single one of my coffee cups, and they're taking up a good 1/4 of my shoebox space. Oh well. Bright Falls Bookstore Raffle Bonanza. Anyone looking for a gift for the reader in their life would do well to visit Bright Falls Bookstore this weekend. In an effort to clear out the stockroom, Bright Falls Bookstore is raffling off hundreds of old books and collections, including many signed books and items considered collector's editions. Pardon me. I just love holding things needlessly. All proceeds will go towards renovating the bookstore and charitable donations to student literacy programs. Hooray! Tickets for the raffle will be on sale from 9 a.m. on Saturday until 6 p.m. the following day, with drawing taking place Monday morning. Cauldron Lake closed. The majority of the scenic and beloved Cauldron Lake area was fenced off, and access is restricted as a government agency takes over. Tuesday, the unthinkable happened over the weekend, as local tourist destination and beloved fishing spot, Cauldron Lake, was cordoned off by shadowy government officials, citing seismic disturbances in the area. Well, these disturbances are certainly seismic. The Federal Bureau of Control has limited access for the foreseeable future. When asked by about the effects this closure will have on the region as a tourist destination, the FBC spokesperson expressed his glands? No. Profound regret on the impact this may or may not have on the local economy. This comes as a shock to locals, who have enjoyed campground and fishing access around the lake for generations. When interviewing residents around town to get a feel for the reception, it was clear that tensions were running high. "This is an absolute outrage," said Kathy Waller, lifelong Bright Falls resident and volcanologist. "There has been no documented volcanic activity in this region for millennia. The only seismic activity going on down there is when the Koskelas take their 4x4s for a joyride on the hiking paths." "I just bought a season camp pass," said Ed Randall, a Watery native. "I sure hope these feds reimburse me my $350, but I'm not holding my breath." In addition to the inconvenience and anger locals are feeling, there is concern as to what this means for the future. "Joe and Cindy just put all their savings into that convenience store for the campground. What happens to them? What happens to all the businesses around here that rely on out-of-towners?" This guy's like partially robotic, I think. "People are scared, and they want answers." It's one of the partially robotic citizens of Bright Falls. "Is your email hacker-proof? To many people, hackers are the stuff of Hollywood movies and TV shows. Dark criminals committing cybercrimes in action movies. But to many people around the world, hackers are a very real threat. Cybercrime experts warn that phishing attempts are on the rise and show little sign of stopping. What is phishing, you may be asking yourself? Phishing is when someone poses as a fake email address in order to trick the recipient into sharing their personal information. A helpful PSA. information which could then be used to access bank accounts or other personal databases. Perhaps your large collection of photos of Hugh Jackman that you've been trying to keep to yourself. Even the most professional-looking emails or text messages can be faked, experts warn. So people are encouraged to always act with caution when sharing information on the net. All it takes is one mistake, and your information and photos of Hugh Jackman could be out there forever. I will not stand for it. Eviction notice. Effective immediately, the Federal Bureau of Control has designated this area to be vacated as a matter of public health and safety. Failure to comply with this order is a federal crime and will result in a swift and forceful action per Code 0157-DE. Your compliance is appreciated. It's not a great look for my dear Bureau of Control, kicking folks out of their homes.
Hi there, little friend.
Scritchy, scritchy. I like your whiskers. I'm gonna call you Colonel Mustard. My eyes, as I glossed over, bespied a duck in boots, and I had to return. Like, nothing, duck in boots! Registered is very important. Duck in boots! Oh, looks like he's sleeping. Little eyelids closed. A cutie. Alright. If you say so. So, is that all of the cabins? Lunchbox. No. I believe we may have hit all the interior sections. Let's go check out the gazebo. There's a bit of a wide area back that way. We'll check out. Seems as though I can get down, but that will be a one-way trip, I'm sure. If I was a child, this would seem castle-esque to me. An area that's outside, so you can't be yelled at for being inside, underfoot of your parents in their tiny cabins, and yet it has a structure to it that seems rather castle-esque. So if this was the castle, you can't really seem to see a bridge. So maybe it's just not in this area, whatever it is we're looking for. Search the backside, if you wouldn't mind turning around for me. Gently search your backside. Gotta be a lunchbox around here. I don't think I've seen any knitwear hanging from the trees. And that is just a no-go. Alright. So obviously the most, not important, easiest thing to find might be a bridge. Look for nearby bridges and pick up the trail there. But I would like to do it in sequence as much as possible. And due to that little spinny ride, being so nearby, I do think that's the closest alternative to a tornado we have available to us. Apparently I can't get through this cabin. Yes? Can I help you? If you're passing out pamphlets, my pockets are full. I care not for your G-darn pamphlets. I don't know why I feel like the cultists would appreciate me censoring my naughty swears. We looked around there. I'm on top of the chair now. Didn't mean to be. Alright, where are you? Where is your silly ass? I mean, your bum. Sorry, I forgot to censor myself. We did get a lunchbox in there. Yes. Alright, I still hear you. I hear your tummy grumbling. Hit him again! Where is he? Where is he to hit again? Still and stop wasting my flashlight charges. Oh, so trying to break out of that and fire before he dodged. This is not going well for my shotgun. Calm down. Let him do whatever he's gonna do. One shotgun shell remains. Not great. Oh, I'll take this though. Thank you. Whew. All right. Also need to heal myself quite desperately due to these little bastards. Thank you for the example. It's perched quite nicely. Also, let me get a peek at that. That's nice. That's nice. Health. Stop ogling the dead. Let's go ahead and use a pill instead of another trauma pad. What's up? Near full. Let's reload this baby. Gotta find some more shotgun shells soonish. And I'm also completely out of batteries. Good. Going well and fine.
Hunting season was a bust.
Your mom was a bust. These really do suck to fight when the foliage is thick. They could be anywhere, teleporting to the randomest of bushes. Come up here where it's clearer, would you? You complied much faster than I was expecting. Terrible shot. Laughably terrible shot.
Real people! Music! Cultists prowling the woods! Prowling! Airman Legend!
So tricky to fight. Whew. Oh, thank goodness. Batteries. Sorry, I had to reach. Sorry. I needed the batteries. I'm sorry. Okay. That wasted all of the joyful hunting rifle shots that I procured. Let's go back to pistol. Maybe they'll stop attacking me now. Have I given you your pound of flesh yet? Okay. Nearby bridges. The question is it an actual bridge, or is it a child's representation of a bridge? I am not sure. This could be a child's representation of a bridge. I would expect them to kinda have the key near-ish by. That might be foolish of me to expect. But I don't think they'd want the kids wandering too far away. Then again, it's a cult stash, even though it feels very childish. It's not necessarily about kids. It's a cult stash for other cult members to get into. So it could be that I'm just thinking about it entirely wrong, and maybe the castle, bridge, tree are representative of something more easily found nearby, like a portrait somewhere. But I'm not entirely sure. If it were up to me, the key would be inside the rental cabin's perimeter. But we searched fairly thoroughly up there. Let's head back just in case. We'll give it one more quick look. Now that we're not being grumbled at from the bushes. This may be a foolish waste of time, but we'll see. We're still being grumbled at from the bushes. I thought I got all of you. If you're gonna keep throwing them at me, they better drop more ammo from their loins. Why am I hearing delightful music? I guess there typically is by a mop bucket. Quick saving it would also probably help. And hey, while I'm at it, do I have anything useful in here? Since I've wasted half of everything useful I'm carrying. So many coffee mugs. I can take both of these. One of these. I have no ammo, which is a crying shame, except for crossbow bolts. But I can't really afford to carry those. Still plenty of flares. We should be fine. Boop. Alright. You can see the tornado outside this window. That sort of tracks. I go to the one that's easier to see back here. Why is this here? What is with the placement of it? One moment. All right. The shape of it is kind of how I have to move through the rental cabins. Like I have to go through, say, number 3, if this is number 3. Let's see if that holds up. Apparently only on the front side. Aha! Yes, so it's like number 3 castle. I have to go through it, around the mountain, say. Maybe that's the bridge. Go back through here, but that's blocked. Let's get one more peek at this before I... Sorry, chair. So we're going out there. The gazebo is the tower. There are bones and then a tree. This is making more sense. If we adjust our expectations slightly. So we got tower... And oh my lord. Oh no. What's happening? I've never seen nodules be red before. So maybe they're just stuck. So here's a big old tree. not the one we're looking for, see? Decided to become physically real yet? Let me know. Let me know when you do. God, they're everywhere. Flares. I need flares. You got speedster powers. I didn't agree to that. So very shielded. Just blow up. The darkness on his back. Is that a thing? Very wounded.
We walked in the night. Hunting season.
Just a touch. More. Maybe. Little sickles. No batteries. What am I to do? What am I to do? It's not a good time for inventory management.
Big smile.
Any weapon. Any old weapon. Not there. Shoot him higher.
General Thor.
I should 100% fall back to a previous save. That was terrible. I have literally one shot in any of my 3 weapons. And I'm sad. I'm sad about it. That did not go well. Yeah, we're loading. Let's try to figure out a better way to do this. With some, perhaps, explosives on the ground. 5 minutes ago, I'm gonna guess yes. That's probably it. Was that last shot necessary? Was where you aimed on him necessary? No. It felt good, though. It felt good.
I need to look at the case board.
Alright, I'm proud of us for living. But wow, did that drain my resources. Okay, so I have flares. I don't currently possess any of these, and it would probably be helpful to just chuck either a flashbang or a propane tank at them. Let's quick slot it ahead of time, this time around. I can seemingly stack these up to 2, so I'll grab another one of those. Rocket flare? Heavy damage in a large area. That would be wildly helpful for me, thank you. Yes. Let's just waste 2 of them, if we can. Make it quick and easy. It's exactly the sort of situation these are made for. Quick save it. Follow the old path. This isn't the cabin I think it is. Here we go. Definitely on to something. We just have to find the right tree. So much grumbling in the woods. It's weird, because, like, the castle is marked 3, the tree is marked 2. And that would be, what, like this building? Number 2? This is number 5. And I don't think there's another building where I would assume they mean to point us on the map. So maybe I just have to get, like, beyond this road or something? I don't know. I don't know what the 2 is for, if you know what I mean. And of course, now they're not going to reveal themselves, making a fool out of me and my preparations? Fine. Fine. What was between the tower bones, right? Like, is this the bones? I guess that makes a certain sense. Rusted out old beastie. So it's like a little bit higher than I think this gate would be. In my mind map would be the number 2 tree. It might be that, in fact. But we have to work our way all the way around to get it. Are you sure I can't just open this gate? Are you sure you're not gonna let me? Just peeky sneaky. 'Cause I definitely would have to pass the bones. It can't be, say, this tree. Why is it marked number 2, though? Unless that's where the kids make their... Never mind. Alright, we'll go around. Trembling, scared, into the forest go we. I thought we were making our number 2. Why are we going we? I don't get it. I don't get it anymore. I've lost the plot. Also, kind of doesn't seem to be a way to get around there. Let's check the map. I could go all the way back to the parking spot. It might be easier than going all the way around there, through the twisty caverns, but they might be blocking me. That might be like a, turn back to the playable area kind of thing. Why is there a stash key on the map? Inside of the gate, which I should have seen much, much earlier. Okay. Okay, we're going back. I just have my orientation wrong. Wouldn't be the first time, let me tell you. Of course, now that I've jumped out, you're gonna ambush me, right? Right? Now that I had the chance to get away with it scot-free, completely free of Scott. I told you to use the bathroom before. Oh, we're going wee in the forest. You can't stop it. Of course, it's wolves. It's wolves this time. Fun. Fun for me. Definitely a fan of killing cute woodland creatures. Thank you. Boo. Boo to killing the cute woodland creatures. He's right behind me, isn't he? Seems like only one. I feel like he has a shield, but my flashlight charged according to him. Does not have a shield. He's doing a lot of hunting right now. Sorry, buddy. Oh god, I'm sorry. Get out of there! That's for humans. Please die. I don't want this to last. Please. Your pain never ends. Ouch. Maybe we can get lucky and we won't be attacked again, like it happened last time. Let's try this. If it is inside the gate, we'll find it.
I
Pardon
need to
me.
piece these clues together on a caseboard.
Goodness. The wolves' revenge on all of our ears. Okay, I'm sorry I've showed you the inside of this cabin so many times. So many times. See if the wolves are waiting for us. If not, hooray. I hear something. Something grumbly. So is it like just right back here in the corner? leftwards. 4. What does that mean? Why is there a 4? Six. I thought it was like a physical key that we were looking for this whole time, but perhaps it's a combination. 6, 3, 4? Or is that a 2? 6, 2, 4. Okay. 6, 2, 4. Was it not a key? I'm very confused, and it wouldn't have gone off of my map. Just from that info, as though I do in fact need to pick up a key. Is there like another lockbox? Certainly not one that I can see. I guess I should go back and check. Does it require a physical key, or is there any chance it's a number pad? So many moons ago, when you were on crutches for your knees, your oldest son was carrying one of them around and looked me dead in the eye and says in his best deep southern voice, "I'm Peter. This here's my rifle, and that wolf won't be coming round here no more." Fantastic. Good for him. Ooh, you're taking us with you on a food adventure. Delicious. Thank you for taking us with you, Daddy. I would like empanadas, please. Needs a key. It is not a number lock. So where in the hell would we use the number that we have discovered? And why are there numbers on the thing? Why is it marked 2? And that's not a cabin number. Curious. They have stumped me. Does anyone have a small number lock around here? Leading towards a key? How did we miss this? Oh goodness. Most important thing to find in here. Me and my inobservance. Oh,
Animals
okay.
stayed away from the water's edge as if to avoid some unseen submerged predator waiting just below the dark surface. They never drank the water from the lake. Birds flew around it, never over. Darkness flowed from Cauldron Lake. Gaze in the black mirror of the lake, you'd see it all around you, and you'd understand. It was already out, already where you were. It was already too late. Cauldron Lake used to be alive with people. Beautiful forests, hiking trails leading to stunning vistas. Then the government put up a fence, kept the people out. Volcanic gas, they said. They didn't want anyone knowing the truth. The lake wasn't a lake at all. The dark water a mask to hide the hungry, bottomless ocean below. A fence couldn't stop the flood that was coming. Nothing could. The return of the nightmare rising from the depths.
I did not know that the ocean beneath Cauldron Lake was bottomless. Avert your eyes. I'm trying to get just a touch of help. I'm cheating. I'm cheesing it. I don't want to keep taking up your time here, though I would love to grab this while we're nearby. So the path seems to cut through several odd landmarks. Starting at the window of the cabin. The tornado, through cabin 3, through the castle to the backyard, under the bridge. The note will confirm your progress. Take a left through the nearest cabin door, the cave, and across from the front porch to find the tower, the gazebo. Then, now I'm tracking you so far. Take a right at the gazebo to find the remains of a rusted truck, which is the skeleton. And on the other side you will find a series of trees with numbers painted on, visible by flashlight. Check behind the one marked with a 2, and you will acquire the stash key. It's much simpler than I was trying to make it. Alright, we'll go check behind the one marked 2. And if there are wolves, we'll reload for the 3rd time in a row. Because I'm cheesing it already. Why not go all the way? Go all the way with me. No, wait, I mean, you know what I mean. I kind of thought we looked behind the tree mark 2, but that must have been in my head. In my head and not in the real world. Wolves. Whew. Okay. What do we got here? 2. Yoink. Sorry to have to resort to such cheap measures, but we have it. Let us go cult stash our brains out. That's a weird way to say it. I hope that there's ammo. I am fingers crossed for ammo. I won't tell you what else is crossed. That seems unsafe. Unhealthy, certainly. Whoosh. Alright. Lake cabin stash key. I'll take it. Oh, I will not take it. Fine. Fine. Because of my heavy preparation, I filled my inventory. Okay, this one was actually pretty fun. Much better than the math tests. You're reading my mind. Luckily there is a shoebox right out here. So we can easily indulge ourselves. Let's open up one slot with that. Probably drop the propane tanks for now. It is interesting to me that the combat encounters are semi-randomized. I had propane tanks the entire time. I thought I held none. Foolish? That should be enough space. It's not enough space because I had 2 flashbangs already. We're getting there. We're getting there. Put that back. I need the hunting rifle ammo. Let's also check if I need to load it. Nope. And finally, an extra rocket flare, which I should really get into the habit of using. Right now I'm hoarding them for seemingly no reason whatsoever, and they will never be used. So, that being done, I'm positive we've missed lunchboxes out here in the Cauldron Lake area. But those don't seem to be marked on my map. Which is, just a shame. I also wonder if the dotted, or not dotted, but lined darker sections are areas where there was previous flooding. Particularly perhaps this area of Witchfinders that I might not have checked on the way out after having lowered the flooding. Is that locked door just the one that's blocked by chairs? Probably. I don't think we need to worry about it. So there could be areas of Cauldron Lake we desperately need to check on. There could be more nursery rhymes or lunchboxes. And I don't know why my delicious Mayor Setter's charm does not include those. A bit of a sadness. So there's no indication we are done with Cauldron Lake, but we're kind of done with Cauldron Lake. Let us go ahead and... The problem I'm having, I was about to say, let's go ahead and head back to Bright Falls and do the next story mission, but I kind of think this is the last chance to get collectibles before it kind of blocks Saga out of the open world areas. And having no way on my map to know which collectibles I've missed, or if I have, we're at a bit of a loss. Just checking if there's anywhere I keep track of number of charms I've achieved. Doesn't seem to be. I'm sure I have some stuff to throw up here. Think of a new way to phrase that.
Get the clicker to Wake and make him fix his attempt to play God. That's the plan. But the FBC have him.
They certainly do. Or do they? Who does the FBC have? Get Wake out of FBC custody. Alright. For later, Wynne is going to be later. Wynne is going to be later than now. Instructing cultists to take the writer out. Cult goals? Yes. The cult knows Wake is here, and they clearly aren't fans of his. Later. I'm gonna keep doing that. The story. Okay. Cult stashes. Definitely a little work to do here. Cauldron Lake. Good. This is a nice way to track stashes. Hopefully this will allow me to track nursery rhymes as well, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I just forgot to do my paperwork, see? See? Watery.
That's it.
Out of practice. The case board. The Alex Casey board. Getting there. In watery. This might be all of them. Yeah. Looks like I'm missing 3 in the Bright Falls area. But we didn't see any additional ones on the map. Strange. I'll have to go check again. The story is for later. Nursery rhymes. This is good. Now we're talking. Bright Falls Peak. Test sites in Bright Falls.
Doesn't make sense.
Strange. No? Bright Falls. Yeah, that would make sense. A note about the style and content of the rhymes. This is what I was getting confused with. Who made these? What are these? Alright, that's complete. Good. Cauldron Lake. Watery. Watery again. Bright Falls. Missing 1 at least from Bright Falls. Which may be this. Sweet. So we know there is a remaining rhyme in Watery, and there is 2 remaining rhymes in Cauldron Lake. It's exactly the kind of info I'm after. Thank goodness. I'm missing 1 doll. Interesting. So now that I've pieced this all together on the case board, is there any way you could just go ahead and mark my map with those locations for me? Big guy? I'm flirting with you. Will you do it, please? Ah, there's something in my... Sorry, I'm flirting with you. They're not going to mark it for me. We're on our own. How about lunchboxes? Bright Falls. No, do place it. Do place it. Cauldron Lake. Complete. Sweet. Bright Falls. So in terms of lunchboxes, I'm missing 2 from Bright Falls, 2 from Watery. I have 2 cult, or nursery rhymes in Cauldron Lake. We're getting there. We're getting there very, very slowly, at a glacial pace that some might consider unwatchable. We're getting there. So, our scheme of perhaps wanting to check previously flooded areas. The biggest one I'm seeing is Witchfinders. I guess we could go via the twisty path to check the middle of that section where it might have previously been flooded. But I kind of feel like that's where the wolf attacked us last time, and I don't want to be dinner. And there's also, like, a little flooding in there and a little flooding in here by the witch sign. Any of those could be potential missed areas of exploration. And it could also be a very dry area that I'm just a fool and walked right past. So, let's go out this way. I'm sure I saved it, but after all that casework, I'd like to save it again. Thank you. We'll head for the windy path. We'll check the middle flooded area that may or may not be filled with wolves. And then we'll head closer down towards the shoreline. I don't like you. We're not friends. I really don't have enough ammo to keep up with that kind of onslaught. I will not. Customer is never right. Customer is an ass, and they know what they did. Whew. Apparently ghosts can't jump down small ledges. It's a feature of ghosts I appreciate greatly. So, across this road is the floody area I'm looking for. Well, maybe that is indicating, like, topography rather than depth, like height. Which would put a damper in my my search pattern. I thought for sure that might be like lower, previously flooded. Maybe not. Maybe not at all. But hey, we'll see. We'll figure it out. Ooh, bye for now. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye! Okay, so if that indicates hills, let's call them, I have no idea where to search. There must be some way to get an indication. Because we're going to do a lot of this. We're like, yay, a lunchbox! And it's going to be one I already found. Like so. Like so. Which I don't want to waste your time on. Maybe there's a cheesy cheat map I could bring up? Because the only thing preventing us from progressing into the rest of the story is my intimate lust for collectibles. Which I'm sure is not great TV. Let's call it. My intimate lust has never been great TV. So if we could, like, find out which ones on the case board I'm missing, and then find a map with those locations, that might be the quickest way to do this. It's not mandatory. I mean, no one's gonna die if I don't get 100% of the collectibles, but Inside, I'll feel like I am. A little bit. A little bit. What, does Peter think we have standards? Aw, I love you. Thank you
Come
for
on,
not having any
Zelda.
standards.
Time to get back to work.
Okay. I feel relatively safe here. It's probably an illusion. An illusion of safety. Let me see if I can quickly piece some of this together. We are missing nothing lunchboxy from the Cauldron Lake area, but we do need cult stashes. Not case boards. Cult stashes. Or I'm thinking completely wrong. Okay, memory. You've betrayed me. So we have nothing to look for in Cauldron Lake. That's fine. We need Bright Falls for cult stashes. And we need a little bit of watery for lunchboxes. That's going to make them rust. Let's go back there. I guess we are completely done with Cauldron Lake for the moment. I don't know why I mixed those two. Let's head to Watery. I will get back to the car as quickly as I'm able. Hopefully without losing any more health than I already have. And thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for giving me a sense of being. That makes me hungry. Just a little sense of being.
About to go.
You're about to go? Well, hold it. Almost to the rest stop. I can't hold it, Dad. More accurately, I will not. Doing this as a sort of power move. Whew. Back to the car. Alright, Watery. And as I said that, I pressed Bright Falls. Need to end up in Bright Falls, so I'd like to handle that last. Enjoy this lovely cutscene, and then we'll see another just like it. It's so foolish of me. Welcome back to Deerfest. I adore this game. And these games, and this world. I can't wait to see what else they have in store for us in the ending of Alan Wake 2, but also in Control 2 and others. So don't go to Cauldron Lake. Make sure you hit Watery. And we just have like 2 lunchboxes to find. Then we're back to Bright Falls for the rest of it. I love these cutscenes. Such delicious shadow work. Oh no! We're back to Suomi Hall to visit Mayor Setter. How did this happen? I will start and end every session of this game by petting Mayor Setter, and you will not stop me. Mayor Setter, I love you! Hugs! Hugs from me. Alright, you be a good boy. As if you could be anything else. So, lunchboxes. There's probably no real indication on the map of where they might be. But let's check. Because it's like locked doors. Could lead me to them. There may genuinely be one in the lighthouse, so it's like you have to get all the cult stashes before you can get all the lunchboxes. Let's hope not, but it's a possibility. I think these are just like coolers and stuff in my past experience, but they could genuinely be anything. I don't remember finding anything near the radio tower. So it might be worth checking up there. I don't want to get attacked and lose everything, up to and including my life. So, no real indications, no locked doors, say, on the map. We are missing 2, and one of them, if these are at all sequential, is close to the start. But there's no indication they are consecutive. Let me see if there's anything online that will help us out here. I don't want you to have to watch me Googling as much as I don't want you to have to watch me roaming the forest. But here we are. You're gonna watch me Google myself. Gonna have to put a content warning on this. Alright, split it off into sections. Show me just the watery. And it does say there is one by the radio tower. We got Coffee World. Zoom in. Lighthouse. Lighthouse. Alright, so there's definitely one by the radio tower. Great. We got the Motorcycle Club. What's the other one I'm missing? Above the Ranger's cabin. None of those really seem to indicate that, so I think radio tower, Ranger's cabin, and we're good to go. We're good to go. Thank you for waiting. My apologies. Alright, so easiest way to get to the radio tower is probably to run straight through the forest, though it's also the most dangerous way to get to the radio tower. Let's run straight through the forest. We'll try to hit up that save room in the shack about halfway. Hopefully without losing a massive chunk of health first. Though chances of that, slim. Slim to nuh-uh. Somewhere up here. I hope I don't stroll past it confidently and then die. It's a real good place to get ambushed. That's why they scripted an ambush here. That's it, I think. Head up there. Give ourselves a little sip of coffee, maybe some pills. All the stimulants we have on my person. The light breaching the slats of the shack is such a gorgeous sight. Alright, sip of coffee, pop some pills. Yummy, yummy. In my tummy. And save it again after the pills. Good. My inventory is super full. So if I want to hold anything I find, lunchboxes aren't going to be a big problem because they'll just go to my manuscript fragments. I'll drop a rocket flare, just in case we find something worthwhile. Shotgun ammo is what I mean to say. In case we find shotgun ammo. Alright. And save it one more time. You can't keep me from drinking coffee. I love it. Get my bearings. We're almost to the radio tower. So hold it more or less rightwards. Something that requires a screwdriver there. It's probably one of those tree boxes. Might be worth swinging by. Or it might be worth nothing to me, since my inventory is so full. Let's head northwards. Whoop. So there is perhaps a container up there. I try to take the next right it affords me. And see if we come across a radio tower. And if we do not, I'll know I'm desperately lost. Yay! Alright, so somewhere around here, there is a lunchbox. Aha!
And another lunchbox.
Beautiful. We're doing it! We're doing it, everybody! Take my hand! Where are you? Oh, sorry, didn't mean to touch that. I lowered my rifle. Standing on the car's roof, I looked out at the carnage. The zombies had almost won, but luckily I was here. Heroes are sometimes the people we least expect them to be. Now my town was finally safe, thanks to me. I slung the hot piece of iron over my shoulder one more time, hopefully for the last time. The townspeople, cautiously emerging from their hiding places, surveyed the same carnage I saw and cheered my name. Rose! 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 And I waved, and they cheered again. Now I could finally get back to my quiet, unassuming life, reading books and gardening and fiber crafts and being the world's top mycology expert. Suddenly a hand seized my wrist. I looked into the eyes of the sweet, sensitive, half-nude writer I had known since childhood. A smile spread across his beautiful, kind face, and I felt at peace for the first time since the zombies had first emerged. You did it. I knew you could. Now we can live in peace together for the rest of our days. Oh, sorry, I made a little creative liberty there. Sorry. Why are you looking at me like that? So, from here, I guess I can stand in the light, just in case wolves smell my thighs. From here, how do we get to the ranger station? Ranger cabin? I assume. Just down the way. Downhill towards the shoreline. Ah! You can see nursery rhymes, but you must have had to have found them first. I'm very grateful. I'm guessing it wouldn't be showing up unless we needed it, so let's head down that way. Just a touch right of where I'm facing. Yoink. Sweet. Okay. Starting to slowly rebuild our handgun ammo stash. This worked out for the best. I really did just race right past the radio tower and did no detective
More of
work
those
tonight.
rhymes.
Good, good. Alright, 3 little deers ventured to roam and found a nice place to eat and play. 1 little deer never came home, and 2 of the deers cried all day. I only have 1 deer doll. An oh dear doll.
That's not right.
But it is a 1 doll solution. Cry and cry. Alright then, eat some leaves.
Nope.
Then sit at home and knit.
Huh.
Good. It's always knitting. Knitting is always the right answer. Now that I'm here, I'm desperately hoping I picked up the dolls from the Cauldron Lake. Lake puzzle? I'm sure I did. I'm sure I did. I desperately hope so. Somebody's angry with me. I can hear you pooping out there in the woods. Alright, I'm not seeing a trail. trail of sticky stuff. It's interesting that I'm sort of overlooking the safe room perfectly, as though maybe they put it in there. That's the buoy. I was like, oh my god, there's a blood altar down there. It's the buoy to mark the river. No. No. Naughty. Naughty little cutie. Stop it. That was a waste. Where is it? Show me where. Give me my charms. It's like the deer I'm looking for, and the charm. Good. Okay. Don't waste any more ammo. Haul your ass. Goodbye forever, safe room. I loved you. Okay, so there could still be something I'm missing up here. We'll handle it on another pass. I'm going down to the ranger cabin. Maybe it's... now that we're here in Watery, maybe it was nursery rhymes that we needed 2 of in Cauldron Lake. The whole time. And I got confused in so many different ways. This should be the way down to the ranger cabin. I don't remember if there's a safe room in the ranger cabin. But we're headed the right way for now. It does kind of feel like maybe when you get the charm. I don't know what I was trying to say. I had a thought, and then it disappeared. Because it's like, I know we passed by the radio tower, but it was earlier in the game, and we did not have the show everything on your map charms. Maybe it's like after you have the charm, walking through the areas individually, like Ranger Cabin, Radio Tower, will then show what you need. You just need to physically be there one more time. Because otherwise I'm not sure why the nursery rhymes say would not have shown up already. Because we were definitely here at one point. Go back. I'm done rambling now. Go back. So I'll switch back to pistol. I think we had to, like, get into the water, and then we could get into the cabin. Here we go. So let me try to find a safe spot. In case this place is infested with lumberjacks. There's no safe spot here. And then check the map. And ta-da! We have at least one icon. I don't know if there's a certain radius you need to be in order for nursery rhymes and such to show up. I don't know what that locked door would be necessarily. But I'm thinking what I read was that it's like north, directly north or above the ranger cabin is the lunchbox we're looking for. So I don't know why I'm in here, other than that it's filled with cute birds. Squawk! And the locked door. That's why I'm in here. I've just remembered. Curious that there's a locked door when I seem to have opened all available doors. It's not locked. But okay, I'll trust you. So there's definitely a nursing rhyme. No! Nursery rhyme. What about knitwork? Knitwork and lunchboxes. Really seeing anything around the perimeter. Let's try this back corner real quick. And then I'll be quite confused and sad. fact, my default state is a human. I'm not seeing it. Oh, that's a pin. I was like, what icon is that? It's a pin. Maybe they mean like above the ranger cabin. Not north, but just geographically. Because this looks fairly clear. That would be kind of technically above the ranger cabin. Let's give a quick sweep. Before they start manifesting. Oh, God! I swear we were up here. There's like definitely a used cooler we worked through, but maybe we were not on the Bloodhound Trail for lunch boxes at the time. No, we definitely got that one. So maybe it just did not say Ranger Cabin on it, but it's not the one we needed at all in the first place. That's fair. That's fair and fine. I wish there was a way to view them by their location on this menu. Let's assume they put them in order, and I'm looking for number 5. Where is that? Where is number 5? Because this would definitely be above the ranger's cabin, in my opinion. So we got that one. Lunchbox found on the way to Coffee World. Versus, like, in Coffee World? This may be the one we missed. Okay, let's get to Coffee World and check it. It does not look familiar to me eyes. Thank you, oh anonymous gifter, for bringing the Kyle Thomas into our fold. I can't promise that when he gets his requisite cult robes there will be a back to it. Sort of a hospital gown situation, allowing me to take a sneaky peek at the Kyle cheeks. At least until the inevitable lawsuit. Alright, so I'm headed for like the roadside entrance. There is a safe room up here we should take advantage of. And then I'm headed to the roadside entrance to Coffee World. There seems to be a very easy one that I can't believe I missed. Oh, God, my feet! What did I stub that on? It sounded so metallic. Alright, how's my inventory? Totally full. What does this deer charm do? Increases resilience against being staggered or interrupted. It could be nice. That could be very nice. For now, I'm going to put it in the shoebox. There's so many coffee charms. I desperately need those slots open. But I don't know how to pull that off exactly. I would like both of these at all times, because I'm so greedy. I would also love to have Logan's charm on me at all times. So I need another charm slot in order to get rid of some of these coffee mugs. But hopefully it will happen eventually. I also really need them to allow me to stack these up to like 5. Up to 5 at a time would be great. It's on my Christmas list. Dear Santa, my rocket flares are unwieldy. Please help. Alright. Ignore this if it's full of Taken or wolves. I care not. I do, however, want to go the right direction. Down towards the entrance. Past the tornado. And the hot, hot wieners. And maybe this was very obvious to anyone who stood in this area, but apparently if you just turn around...
There's another lunchbox.
It's right here. And I'm a little mad at myself about it. You can do anything you put your mind to, hero! So long as what you put your mind to is part of the story. Hero. Gimme. Should probably go check our weapon upgrades. We've got a lot of those. Deduction available. Tell me more. Tell me so much more. Sweet. All lunchboxes. So, Watery and Cauldron Lake are good. We're just missing 2 from Bright Falls. Let me make special note of the nursery rhymes, as I had forgotten to take that into account. Nursery rhymes in Watery. I'm still missing 1. Good, good. Unless this is... Is that one? Even better! Hooray! So Watery is good on lunchboxes, it's good on nursery rhymes. Is it good on cult stashes? In the Watery area, yes. Alright, so Cauldron Lake nursery rhymes is my next question. I am missing 2 from Cauldron Lake. So that's the last thing we need to get from Cauldron Lake. Fair enough. However, we've gotten Watery, we've gotten Bright Falls. We're missing a doll, which is strange. Maybe we'll find it in one of these rhymes. That would be for the best. So we do have to head back to Cauldron Lake. Anything else I need in Watery? We got rhymes. Lunchboxes. We're good. And cult stashes. We're good. I think Watery is done. Unless we want to come back and pet Mayor Setter, which we do. So, since we have more missing in Bright Falls, let's try to go back for nursery rhymes in Cauldron Lake. And then that may be the last thing we can do today. However, weapon upgrades first. Sweet. Thank you for bearing with me in all of my obsessive search for goodies. We will get back to the tale at hand, I promise. This is pretty close to being fully... Let's just go for it.
The report of the shotgun rang in the air. The enemy fell. Saga felt a surge of new energy. She'd been dead tired before, but was ready for more now. She would get through this. She continued on.
Good for you, Saga. Alright, we still have 19. Probably want to spend it on pistol. But like I keep saying, both of these are sort of... Let's go headshots, and then we'll leave again and again.
Saga was sure she had hit the
I
Taken
will leave
in
you
the head,
again and
but
again.
it not even slowed the monster down.
Dad, no!
She took aim and fired again. Another headshot. This time, the Taken staggered.
It got dark. Got a little too dark there. So shotgun is fine. Pistols are on their way. We're gonna do hunting rifle next. Crossbow, I love ya. I gotta get back into using you so I can limit my amount of bolts. Wait, is there a picture of... Oh my god! You cutie. It's a goddamn American hero. I'm so glad you get a picture of him in your mind. What a treat. Alright, are these candy bars? What am I looking at? Tapes. Cassette tapes, I see. Shouldn't eat them then. But I will. Alright, we're done in here. Leave myself by the map. And race down the road, but not that way. So I'm headed back to the car. We're going to Cauldron Lake. We're looking for nursery rhymes. Because that is the thing we needed 2 of that we should have stayed and found in the first place. And then we know that Bright Falls will hold all of our secrets. Our last remaining collectibles and the next mission at the Sheriff's Station will await us in Bright Falls. And hopefully we can do a session similar to this and collect any remaining words of power for Alan as well. I'm sorry to make you watch me fumble around in the dark, with no cutscenes, etc. Cauldron Lake. Guess who's back? Back again. Let's see how much of that it remembered. Hopefully, at the worst, I'll be back in front of Coffee World. Is it not giving the video back? Let me refresh just in case. Maybe my laptop just froze. Let me refresh that as well. I'll be right back in the chat with you. I hope that it's showing you the gorgeous back of Saga Anderson. Yes, now we're good. Okay, so I gotta go back to the entrance. Real easy and simple. Not bad as crashes go. And maybe a little caseboard work, but that's fine. We'll get there. I do love Coffee World. Such a wonderful little niche amusement park to fit into my long and storied
another
love of
lunchbox.
horror amusement park references. You can do anything you put your mind to, you hero. Yes, give me the manuscript fragments. Oh my gosh, let's go to the Mind Palace. What do we have here? Weapon upgrades? No way. I used the radio somehow from across the room, because I'm psychic. Aha, shotgun. Fully upgraded, is it?
The report of the
Fancy
shotgun
that.
rang in the air. The enemy.
Sorry, Alan. No time for you and your lips and your butt. Okay, we have a little time for your butt.
Saga was sure she had hit the Taken in the head.
Good. Upgrades made. Quickly place this on the caseboard so that deductions can be made. Boop. Hooray. Nothing else I need. And we're back. All right, go to the parking lot. Go to the parking lot now. What a beautiful watery morning. See why Artie would like to hang out here. In the mists. Sunning his perineum gently. What? In the mists. I was saying. Peter uses the radio, and Jack Torrance taunts, "Oh, Peter, needs some parts for that thing." Did he? I missed it? Alright, let's hope there's a safe room in Cauldron Lake. If it doesn't crash. Don't you crash. Low on coffee. You know what that means. I have to go out and sun my... No, never mind. That's not what it means. Okay, first things first. Is the one in the rental cabins my closest save option? Opportunity. Yeah, it probably is. In all genuine fact. And then it's a little light on, hints as to where in the hell... Pardon me. Goodness. So we may just have to take a perimeter sweep and hope that one of them pops up onto our map? I am curious about Cauldron Lake Shore. I felt like we didn't really get an opportunity to explore that deeply, intimately, and just to the left. So maybe we should head down that way. But save it in Cauldron Lake first. Hope that I don't get eaten. Oh no, I hope a big, dark, mysterious lumberjack doesn't come out of the woods and... Oh no. I've got some ammo, but not a generous amount. Not enough to make me feel comfortable. Alright. We're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. So, should we go right or left? And why, God, why is my chin so itchy? I'm gonna try left this time. See if we can get down to the shore. Back through the chain link. Because we haven't been over here in such a long while. And we're only looking for nursery rhymes. We have everything else we need in Cauldron Lake. And that's weird, because it's like missing a lunchbox or a cult stash. Sure, they're small, but missing a huge FBC setup with a camera on a tripod, it makes me feel like I'm a bad person. What was this? Just the door. I see. I see. Oh, goodness me! Thank you for the gifted subs. You gifted 10 subs at a time? I'm starving now. I want 10 subs at a time. Thank you so much. That is tremendously generous. Caw-caw. What? What in the hell blast am I listening to right now? This was not open before, was it? Maintenance note. Clear signs of tampering. Signal was rerouted into a transmitter that is not one of ours. I've fixed it, so any alerts will come our way, but it's definitely concerning. I'll make a report for the investigations department. Leaving this here in case I'm not the next person to fix these things. More gifted subs! Oh dear God. It's incredibly kind of you. Have you started a hype train? You have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. No. No, don't hit me with that. Don't hit me with that exclusive emotes. You give me the emotes without making me pay. It is incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much. A train runs through that wholesome cult town. Chugga, chugga, chugga. Leaving this here, in case I'm not the next person to fix these things. If you're reading this, check for tampering. We may want to put more secure metal casing around the whole thing so that the raccoons can't get to it anymore. Stephen Lynn. Am I supposed to check for tampering? You're asking me to do this? That is the screen that you see at the end of the AWE expansion of Control. Expansion number 2. And what a privilege it is to see it again. Okay, we definitely already got that one. Does not seem to be any nursery rhymes around these parts. Interesting that it's broken open and alarming now, when it definitely was not when we first passed by. Was there an FBC agent in there, monitoring, and he just left the door open? Strange that. Quick check of the map. Alright. Headed down to the murder site. That's gonna be a no-go. We probably want to stick to the left and check out this little pocket dimension, and then back out and around for the rest. Okay, through the woods and hearing an alarm like that always has an unnerving feeling to it. As though the entirety of the woods is now somehow false. Okay. We have an investigation in the general store. Do we? Tell me more. Oh no! I like it. So many of you all of a sudden. What did I do to deserve this? I know I asked for a burly lumberjack, but honey, this ain't it. This isn't how I wanted to be treated. Just close that door. And all safe. Right? Right? Alright, why is there an investigation in here? Why is there a locked door? What are you talking about? Who? And lastly, how fucking dare you? I kind of feel like the whole investigation was resolved by finding the heart. But not the heart man. But what about this locked door? A couple of times it's shown me a locked door that has not been. Has genuinely been quite wide open indeed. I'm sure we read this. Yes. Poachers and such. So I think we can ignore both of those items, but it's weird that it didn't show up until I was very close by. I'm not going to worry about it. So we got to leave the general store this way, head left, and then back and left, left and back, to get to our pocket dimension. Let's try to do this without losing another chunk. I've forgotten where the door is. I found it. Alright, get out of here. Going hard left. And then down and left. And then we race. We race. We race through the woods. Tripping and scratching all of our knees. Mind place. Unavailable while falling through the air. Okay, good. We are in the pocket dimension. Let's check this little swoozle up here. There's a little swoozle, you see. Gorgeous. But no nursery rhymes in this suspicious area. They're still hot on my heels. I forgot to do the classic hype train. A-choo-choo! Apparently I lack the windpipe for it today. Choo-choo! UFOs. For a second I thought they had said Jesus out of the corner of my eye. And I was like, what? Who left this here? UFOs and you! The ultimate guide to spotting unidentified flying objects. Writing this down in case it happens again, and I forget, I got that feeling again. It hit me suddenly at 1:15 a.m. after I'd finished my Alma beer on the porch of the trailer. I got in the car and I drove, chasing it. Starry Night by Van Gogh. Not much moon. As expected, it led me past Bright Falls to Cauldron Lake. I tried to find the right spot, the right emotion, the right thought, the combination to have it all aligned to make it happen. Terrified it would. It didn't. Not this time. Frustrated, but I relieved myself. I scanned the sky for shapes. The objects, nothing. But when I blinked repeatedly, I think I saw the after-image of an octahedron. It faded fast. When I got ready to drive back, I felt someone watching me. Here, but not here. It's him. I know it is. Does he know I'm getting close? I'm on the right track. I was right to come to Bright Falls. And then we have some little sketches. Well, sketches of octahedrons and such. That's nice. Thanks, Jesus. Alright, definitely no nursery rhymes here either. Maybe worth scouring the bush. Just a touch, if it will let me. Will you let me into your bush? Please. Please, I'm desperate. Oh, I'm desperate for bush. What's happening? What's happening right now? What's happening to us? Doesn't really seem to be any way past the thickness. Alright, so we can consider that a no-go. It's dangerous up here. Let's go back. Back down. It's down here. Now that I've angered them. Please leave me alone. I want to check my map. Whew, thank you. Thank you for that. Have a good one. Thank you for hanging out for so long. Alright, so I would like to race past the dangerous general store and get into the Witch's Ladle. There's no guarantee it's not, say, right here by the river or in here past the fuse box. But we definitely know it's not there. We've been to that area so many times. So, let's try to race past the general store, save it in the Witch's Hut, and then we'll continue our search down here, maybe making our way to Cauldron Lake. I do need to find a time to end things in the next 15 minutes or so, but I would love to grab at least one nursery rhyme before then. I could go back to my list and check, too, to speed us along. I'm doing a lot of manual stumblings. In the meantime, thank you so much for your hypeable generosity. You guys are amazing. I'm not sure what I've done in my amateur combat scenarios to deserve such lovely treatment, but you guys are wonderful. Thank you for your time, most especially today. This has been my favorite part of the weekend. Alright, we're safe and saved. Let's see if I can get down through the Witch's Ladle without getting devoured by wolves. Doesn't look like they've spawned. To lap at my heels. That's the ladle. And I would get into it by... Just start at the outside edge and work our way to the inner crevices for this particular search. Oh, it's so bright down here. I like it. I like it bright. Take all of those batteries, thank you. Alright. Seems fairly safe. I guess I should check that little side quadrant. Let's back it on up. This little side quadrant that was invisible to me and is now perhaps blocked with driftwood. Can you still call it driftwood if it's big as hell? Does driftwood have to be a certain size? Just needs to be able to drift, I assume? Woodily? So seemingly I can't get to that. Little nugget back there. No longer. All I'm really hoping is that I get close enough to chalk it down on my map. And then, aha! We'll see it. I got close enough to a manuscript page I missed, like an absolute doofus. Give me that page. What a doofus, says I. Okay, that's understandably a little bit obscure back here. I wouldn't have checked. I wouldn't have. Thanks, map. The
The
overlap.
reality-changing influence of the Dark Place flowed like
Would you like
water
to sit on
flowed,
my lap over here?
like fear flowed,
Or would you like to sit
down the
over here?
path of least resistance, eroding the weak spots until they cracked. In places where reality was more yielding, where story told and retold, imagination sparked and fear ignited again and again, had softened the walls of reality. Sites of violence and tragedy, where truth was laced with fiction, where a work of art proposed an alternative narrative, something people could suspect to be true, something people felt strongly about, something they feared. The stronger the connection between the belief and emotional response, the better. The darker, the better. A ghost of a witch ripping a man's heart from his chest. Two brothers murdering the neighbors and hiding their bodies in a well. A young woman haunting the flooded bunker where she drowned. Bedtime stories, folktales, urban legends connected to a specific place. These were the sites where the overlaps came to be.
If we had read that on our way out of Cauldron Lake on the first time, we would have gotten a great little sneak peek at what was to come. As it is, it's now just confirming our past events. I should check under the wood. Over here, if you wouldn't mind just briefly lifting your wood for me to pass. I appreciate it. Just to make sure I didn't miss a page or anything. We definitely got the cult stash. And this seems to be about all the explorable area. So we should be good. No batteries for me. Lift your wood again. That's a good boy. What? Alright, further down the beach. The game is tertiary. I'm here for the stunning stash twirling and the chat. Good. We're glad to have you. For the stunning chat. Alright. Splish, splash, sploosh. Mark it on my map. If there's anything to find. Ow! Oh god, my eyes and shoulder blade. Please go under. Please go under before we die of tetanus. Really? Saga, you know how bending works, right? Just try bending. For me? Please? As a favor? As a genuine favor to me. You're not gonna bend for Daddy? Okay, we'll go miles and miles around then, I guess. You could just bend for Daddy. Strange. Alright. No, I'm not in charge. I'm just a passenger here, Saga. You do what you feel is best. I do want to make sure I can't walk up here. It looks suspicious. Suspicious little overlook. No. Oh wow, my map shows Oscar Mayer Wieners near the campgrounds for my assless chap cult. It sounds like a great story. I would read the hell out of that. Pulp novella. We're the cult of the assless. And you're about to get chapped. Ah, the tension in this novel. Second to none. Alright. I can go this way. Hug the left. Try to make it back to the other side of the beach. Side of the beach? We already handled this. I hope we did. I do have a point of interest down there. I don't know how close I would need to be exactly to activate, say, an unclaimed nursery rhyme. hoping we would have seen it by now. So let's head for that point of interest. Hey everyone, go watch Peter's No Sleep Instagram video Q&A. Well, thank you for that advertisement, Ellie Hirschman. And thank you for being such a gorgeous man. Just yum. I want to dip you in strawberry sauce and just... Unless you're allergic to strawberry sauce, then I don't want to dip you. I guess it must be you don't get to go back to the beach. Either direction. Either way that you please. That's okay. I can't remember if we read this in the long ago. I saw an out-of-towner walking around in the woods just before sunrise. Had binoculars or a telescope or something. Taking notes. Didn't notice me. Good. I don't need the attention. Okay. I think we did read it. So, no nursery rhymes down there, I suppose. I must suppose. We're onto the bridge. We have not been attacked in a while, and I'm becoming quite nervous. There is seemingly no save zone on this side of the world. And it would seem weird to me that we've explored, like, all of this. The rental cabins, the parking lot, the murder site, general store, Witch's Ladle, and Cauldron Lake. And we have not found one of the 2 missing nursery rhymes? So if there are 2 just in this top corner, I'm gonna feel foolish for not starting here to begin with. But it wouldn't be the first time I felt foolish. We definitely got this one, right? Yeah. It's like there can't be 3 nursery rhymes in this corner. I'm a little confused. It may be a situation where I have to go find a stopping point here, as I have a prior appointment in about half an hour. I need to find a stopping point, and we'll find these 2 another time. I shouldn't have mentioned not being attacked. I knew as soon as I said it was a mistake. Good thing ghosts can't climb ledges. Stop it, alarm. I know about my prior appointment. Alright, we made it to Witchfinders. It would please me deeply if there was a save zone up here. Oh, that would please me deeply. There's almost no way that the 2 nursery rhymes I missed are in addition to these 2 nursery rhymes we've gotten already. So I don't know where they are. I mean, maybe they're all just in the middle, near the witch's hut, but I have no idea. Aha, here's one. Whoa. What? What has happened? Okay. I don't know what to believe about that. We have a manuscript page here that I have not picked up as well. Also down here where there is a save area. So, great. Give me one moment. Let's grab this manuscript page. We're finally on to something, but how? How are we on to something? Is this like a collectible tracking ground for all of the nursery rhymes? Because, like, I have a moose doll. But is it just keeping track of all of them in a visual way here? Is the FBC still actively here, now tracking my progress in their nursery rhymes? I'm scared. Mr. Ducky, get back in your cell. Silly goose. So I see moose doll. There's like 20 located here. I can't imagine all of the dolls are placed. Haven't found any others. Duck with boots. An old classic. Old classic duck with boots. So where's the manuscript page I'm searching desperately for? Not in the house. Nowhere near the house that you've been trapped in. Okay. I'm gonna assume there's not actually a nursery rhyme to find here, other than the one we did, but that it might be where we need to go after finding all the nursery rhymes, as there is a lot of iconography on the map. Anyway, manuscript page. Here-ish. There-ish. Yes.
An
Tell me more.
overlap of the dark place needed a push from both directions to manifest itself. Reality in our world eroded by repeated dark lore tied to a location. And a counterpoint, a work of art, a horror narrative crafted in the depths of the dark place, connecting to the story on the other side to reach out through the weakened veil. A story of a lawman whose heart was cut out of his chest. Two corrupt men killed by their own twisted ambition. A haunted old woman drowned in a bathtub. Twisted reflections on the other side of the mirror. Arcs stabbing through realities, amplifying the influence of the dark place. These elements working in conjunction made a trickle that became a torrent, a wormhole, a vortex, and the art, the map, became the nightmare territory where the dark place encroached on our reality, a blanket over it, where they all overlapped, causing reality to twist and loop like a bad dream, remolding anything and anyone within its dark horror design.
It's not a loop. It's a spiral. Okay, we got a manuscript page. This, I'm sure, is a genuine nursery rhyme that we haven't gotten yet. I would like to head down there. I'm also a little bit curious if there's something worthwhile to race by and see if it puts on my map. Though that seems to indicate, like, hilly brush areas, so it'd be a little hard to traverse. Let's just head right. Try to go for this point of interest. And I guess further along to the opening. I'm guessing this is all blocked. Where it says private cabin. So, this away. This away and down. Stop screaming at me. Stop screaming at me in the bushes. You know I'm sensitive. Alright, a little further and... That's what we're looking for.
Oh, another rhyme.
Nursery rhyme. Perfect. At least we can get one before I have to leave you. A mother crow sits in her nest. Is that the home or the hatchling? Who is the nest? We'll find out. Guarding her babies and doing her best. Oh, that's the cutest little rhyme. To protect her home from the beast coming to feast, but only a hero brave of heart can keep the two apart. Hero brave of heart. Beast? Her home from the beast? I guess that would be monster? Perhaps bear? Find out. And a mother crow sits in her nest. It could be a tree, also. And is it mother or crow? Try crow.
No.
No, you fool. You silly.
Nah.
Alright, two things could be wrong. There doesn't seem to be any I references. Guarding her babies and doing her best. Only a hero brave of heart. Also, is it like literally keeping the two apart? So is it not monster? Is it some other beast? I'm pretty sure hero is right. Her home from the beast coming to feast. I guess the beast could be after the hatchlings and the home could be the nest. Swap these around.
Nope.
Nope. Is the eye, with the iris and pupil being the egg, is the eye the nest? That's a good thought. It does look very nest-like. Especially when you squeeze it. I'm sorry you had to see that. Pretty sure Hero is right. Again, and still. Protect our home from the beast coming to feast. I'm gonna try Mother. Even though that's probably foolish.
Ugh.
Ah, so foolish, I'm disgusted with you. How dare you replace a human woman for a crow? Bear? Wolf.
Doesn't look
Child.
right.
The child is the beast. Beastly child. Get out of here. Okay, Mother Crow sits in her nest. Let's try a tree. Guarding her babies and doing her best to protect her home from the beast. If the crow is in the tree, let's try all of these again.
Keep trying.
Screaming out there.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Okay. Let's try this as the feast.
Think, Saga. That's not right. Keep trying.
I don't think I have any other beastly, unless a moose. A beastly moose. The trickster as the beast? Maybe? I am not sure on that one. Let's see here. See what we're doing wrong. A mother crow sits in her nest. I don't need your life story. Just tell me the puzzle answer. Okay, Mother Crow sits in her nest, guarding her babies, doing her best to protect her home. Need to interact with a note on the ground. Yeah, no kidding. Okay. Mother Crow and guarding her babies. Crow doll should be placed on the cracked egg symbol. Got it. The same is true for the other symbols. Hero doll should be placed on the heart, and the wolf doll on the picture of the house. Protect her home from the beast. Okay.
That's it.
We tried that with the crow in the tree, but not in the babies. Not in the babies. So sorry. Oh, you already had it queued. Thank you. I appreciate that. That is incredibly kind of you. Sorry to go rogue on you there. Alright, so somewhere there should be a charm. Might be a bit of inky blackness. Let's grab my dolls. Nope, it's a branch, actually. It's not inky blackness at all. I can't believe there's an entire safe room out here I've never found. Happily take it. It's also a much easier generator than I'm used to, so they expected me to find this a while ago. Thank you, Mayor Setter's charm, for guiding us. Is the new charm in here? Seemingly not. Goodness, I'm sorry. What a shame. Alright, guests. Miriam and Matt. Thanks for the lovely hike. Patty came down from NYC and loved every minute of the trip. Lori and Bob. These paths have seen better days. Ah, shut it, Bob. Kev, nice views you've got here. Stop being a pervert, Kev. Mr. Lockhart, may I suggest adding some rice? Oh, some nice steps. Rest stops. Never mind. I've lost the ability to speak. May I suggest adding some nice rest stops along the way? Well, that'd be nice, Mr. Lockhart. Good show. Camping do's and don'ts from your friendly park ranger. Do hike and enjoy the scenery. Set up your tent, enjoy a nice meal of rice, and relax. Don't chop down the trees, you monster. Leave your trash behind, be loud and obnoxious, or start a forest fire. And remember, always F-U-N. Always have fun. What have I done to my cot? Ah! Classic magic trick. The levitating bag. Okay, I gotta find this charm. Ooh, and I gotta find this manuscript page. Yummy. Yoink and yum. Tell me.
Children in
always time
Bright
for a
Falls
manuscript
all grew
page.
up hearing stories about the cult of the tree. Feral maniacs living in the woods.
Thank you
Satanists
for all of your
chanting,
time.
"We watch in the night" as they perform blood sacrifices in the forests. Or things not quite human lurking in the dark. There were many versions of the story, but they all shared one important element: danger in the dark, in the woods. Somewhere among all the urban legends lay a secret truth. The real identity of the cultists prowling in the woods. Real faces hid behind the masks. Real hands held the knives. Real people fulfilling a grim purpose. The forest was not safe. People were right to keep their children away from the trees.
It's true. You're right to do what you're doing with your children. What's this? The charm. Ah, well, that's very convenient. Thank you. I guess let's find the path that leads out that way. I don't see it. There we are. Now it's begun. Alright, charm time. There might be a beast in the woods. I've manifested a wolf into our reality. With my silly use of dolls. What's this?
Witchfinder
Father doll.
Station.
Ooh.
I've been there before.
Please
Worth
don't
checking
eat.
out.
Property of the Federal Bureau of Control, Department of Parafictional Research, lead researcher Dr. Campbell. Keep this container locked at all times, oh God, please. The test item within is to be kept separate from the others, as well as a safe distance from the main testing facility of Witchfinder Station. It's not a hard set rule, it's just a suggestion. Darn. I want that motorcycle charm, but... I could fire a rocket flare at some wolves. Sure. That's fine with me. Where are you? Wolves. Are you only in my mind? You were only in my mind. Oh, you were only in my... Alright, I gotta pick up this charm. Please show yourselves. Or I'm just gonna waste this into the night sky. Okay, fine. Are you happy now? I've signaled for reinforcements. Alright, gimme.
And another charm.
Right after midnight. Now you've become real? Now you've become physically real? Oh, how dare you. Alright. Quickly jumping back in here. I would love, love so dearly to go use that father doll at Witchfinder's Station, but I must run off and prepare myself, so we'll have something hugely exciting to try next time. I am incredibly happy that we found that finally, and that we're so nearby Witchfinder Station. We can race right over there. What does this do? Increases the hand flare's duration and area of effect. Fantastic. I'm gonna put it away in my final remaining inventory slot. We really need to find those those other two extenders. It's getting a little cramped in here. A little cramped. Alright, we are manually saving it. I cannot thank you enough for all of your generosity. What a crazy hype train of a chat day it was. Thank you for your time and funds. Oh my goodness. I will see you guys soonish. I cannot wait. If I can carve out any time during the work week. I don't know if I can wait a week to see what this father doll does. I want to play with my dolls. I want to play with Daddy. Wait, it's sounding weird now, as I've said it out loud. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. I will catch you guys soonish. Much love to you. Thank you for everything.